Turmoil is shaking the Labour Party, but not from the outside. No, the real earthquake is coming from within its own walls. Keir Starmer, once praised as the party's great healer, now finds himself in the crosshairs of nearly 50 rebellious MPs, his own troops, not the opposition. Imagine this, a party that built its legacy on protecting the vulnerable now stands accused by its own members of plotting to slash disability support in the middle of a punishing cost of living crisis, and all while the financial elite enjoy breaks and bonuses. How did Labour, under a banner of progress, end up here? If you want the truth behind the headlines, stories you won't hear on the evening news, make sure to smash that subscribe button right now, so you never miss what's really happening behind Westminster's closed doors. The moment news spread about the proposed benefit cuts, it wasn't the Tories who led the outrage. It was Labour's own MPs, grassroots activists, and even lifelong party supporters. Picture the headquarters, frantic calls, frazzled aides, desperate attempts to paper over cracks that have now become canyons. Is this just another policy spat, or the start of a full-blown mutiny? As whispers of betrayal echo through the corridors, one question hangs in the air. Can Starmer hold his party together, or is this the beginning of the end for Labour's soul? But the drama doesn't stop with welfare. Charities and disability advocates are livid, calling the plan cruelty dressed as reform. Astonishingly, even Starmer's closest confidants are starting to splinter. One shadow minister privately admitted he's lost the room. Why would a leader risk everything? His party's unity, its reputation, perhaps even its future, just to push through a policy that almost no one outside his inner circle wants? Is Starmer sacrificing principle for public image, or is there a deeper play at work? And as the welfare revolt gathers steam, a second storm is brewing, this time over Labour's silence on Gaza. With violence raging abroad, 38 MPs have publicly condemned Starmer's refusal to speak out. These aren't just backbench rebels. They're seasoned veterans and up-and-coming stars united by a single uncomfortable question. If Labour won't fight for justice overseas, what does it truly stand for at home? One MP even likened Starmer's silence to being Trump's doormat. A chilling comparison that's left the party base seething. Is this really the leadership voters hoped for, or a sign of moral paralysis at the top? The controversies keep piling up. Just as the dust settles on welfare in Gaza, Labour blocks a national inquiry into grooming gangs, a move that has infuriated survivors, families, and campaigners across the spectrum. For years, victims pleaded for justice. Why would Labour, the party of the underdog, now be accused of shutting the door on the very people it vowed to protect? Is this about political calculation, or a party adrift and afraid of what a real investigation might uncover? Public trust is crumbling, especially in Labour's traditional heartlands. In the North, where generations have voted red, many now feel betrayed. One victim's family told the BBC, "We waited years to be heard. Now Labour has slammed the door in our faces." If you were in their shoes, would you ever trust the party again? For a leader who promised unity, Starmer now presides over a party at war with itself. Cabinet ministers dodging interviews, MPs rebelling openly, and accusations of dictatorial leadership mounting by the day. And just as Labour's internal battles rage, a new challenger steps boldly into the spotlight, Nigel Farage. Reform UK's surge in the polls has stunned Westminster, with Farage demanding a debate with Starmer, not in a studio, but in a northern working men's club, the beating heart of Labour's old base. Starmer, famously keen to be seen as the champion of the working class, is nowhere to be found. Is he ducking the confrontation because he fears defeat, or because the real issues, cost of living, crime, immigration, are too hot to handle? Farage's call for open debate isn't just theater, it's a test of leadership. If Starmer truly stands for something, why not defend it on the public stage? Is avoiding Farage a sign of strength or a glaring weakness? Meanwhile, UK talks policies people care about, while Labour's message seems lost in rehearsed sound bites and staged appearances. Are voters right to feel ignored and patronized, or is there still time for Labour to reconnect with the people it claims to represent? The simple truth is, Britain is watching and the country is hungry for answers, not more platitudes. Will Labour face its reckoning, or will the party's crisis become a national one? If you want to be the first to know where this story goes next, make sure to hit subscribe and join our community, because this political drama is just getting started.